Hello everyone and welcome to Arabic with More channel in a new lesson. So for today's lesson we are going to discuss the sentence structure or Arabic and English sentence structure. The aim is to present the English and Arabic basic sentence structure and to discover the difference between Arabic and English in this term. Right, so sentence elements, we have the subject and the predicate. And of course, there is a relation between the subject and the predicate. Now, let's talk about the subject first. The subject is the something or someone that the sentence is about. It determines the number and the person of the verb. Subjects are always nouns or pronouns. Here are some examples. Peter comes early. Of course, in this sentence, Peter is the subject. Number 2, Peter and Mary come early. Sometimes the subject may be singular or plural. Number 3, she comes early. Of course, here the subject is the personal pronoun she. All right. The following. The predicate contains the information about the subject, about the someone or the something that is the subject, okay? So here the predicate includes basically a verb. It could also be a verb with direct object or indirect object or with an adjective or with an adverb. Here are some examples. The first sentence, Sarah writes. Here the predicate is a verb. Number 2, Sarah eats an apple. We have the verb plus direct object. Number 3, Sarah gave me an apple. Of course, here we have the indirect object me, right? English sentence basic 5 structures. Of course, we have 5 types of sentences in English. Now, let's start with the first one. Number 1, we have the subject plus the verb. For example, you can say, the boy plays. Of course, here the subject, the boy, and the verb plays. Look at number 2. We have the subject plus the verb plus the object. John kicks the ball. Subject, verb, object. Look at number 3. We have the subject plus the verb plus the adjective. The girl is pretty. Of course, pretty is an adjective. Let's move to number 4. We have the subject plus verb plus an adverb. The boy ran quickly. Subject, verb, adverb. Number 5, we have subject plus the verb plus a noun. The boy is a student. These are the 5 structures of the English sentences. Right. Now let's move to talk about Arabic sentence structure. Considering Arabic English structure, we have, or there are two types of sentences in Arabic: nominal and verbal sentence. For nominal sentence, or we call it in Arabic jumla ismiya, is the sentence which does not have any verb. We can say verbless. There is no verb in that sentence. Look at the example. We have Zaydun talibun. Zayd is a student. Of course, in English we have the verb to be, but here when I say زيد طالب, we have two nouns. Okay, this is جملة اسمية or nominal sentence. The second type is verbal sentence or جملة فعلية. So here it is the opposite of the previous one, a sentence with a verb. Here we have أكل أحمد. Ahmed ate. Of course, here we have the verb أكل. That's why we call this type verbal sentence. Now, let's start with the first one and let's talk about elements of the nominal sentence, or we call it also verbless sentence. Pay attention, verbless means there is no verb in that type of sentences. Here we have two types of the nominal sentence. The first one or the first component is مبتدأ. For the nominal sentence contains two components. The first one is مبتدأ and the second is خبر. الخبر. We have مبتدأ and we have خبر. The first component or مبتدأ. Again, here we are talking about the elements or the components of the nominal sentence, the first type. So, مبتدأ acts like the sentence subject and technically referred to as the topic. When I say الجو جميل, the climate is cool. Okay, الجو جميل. So here الجو, the word الجو is المبتدأ. All right. It is definite and could be noun or pronoun phrase or clause. When I say العلم نور, العلم is the مبتدأ. Okay. هو تلميذ مجتهد. هو is المبتدأ and here it is a pronoun. العلم نور. العلم نور, knowledge is light. العلم, here it is مبتدأ and it is a noun in this case. هو تلميذ مجتهد, he is a hard-working student. So here المبتدأ is a pronoun. The following, number 2, or the second component of the nominal sentence, we call it al-khabar. Al-khabar. It acts like the sentence predicate and technically referred to as the comment. When I say الطفل لطيف, the boy is nice. So here لطيف is خبر. Okay. It is mostly indefinite and could be a noun or an adjective or a verb, pronoun phrase, clause, or even a full sentence. Let's give an example. When I say فاطمة أستاذة, Fatima is a teacher. Fatima أستاذة. أستاذة here is a noun. Of course, Fatima is مبتدأ, the first component that we have just talked about. أستاذة is al-khabar. It gives an information about the مبتدأ, the first component. أستاذة is a noun. So here in this sentence, it acts as a noun. Look at the second example. الأولاد يلعبون في الساحة. الأولاد يلعبون في الساحة. The boys are playing in the park. Here الخبر, the second component, which is in red, is a sentence, is a full sentence. يلعبون في الساحة. This is all خبر of the first component, مبتدأ. And here, of course, يلعبون في الساحة is a verbal sentence, acts as خبر of the مبتدأ, the first component. All right. Here another example. الرجل قوي. The man is strong. So here قوي is خبر of the مبتدأ, is خبر. It gives information about the man, about الرجل. And قوي is an adjective. So خبر can act in this, acts in this sentence as an adjective. All right. Now, let's talk now about the elements of verbal sentence. For verbal sentence, or the verbal sentence has three elements. We have the verb, the subject, and the object. For the verb, let's start with the verb. The verb can be transitive, which means it has an object, or intransitive. When you say أكل الولد تفاحة, the boy ate an apple. أكل, this is the verb. نام الطفل, the boy slept. All right. So here نام is a verb. The second component, or the second element of the verbal sentence, is the subject. It can be explicit, noun. For example, جاء عمر. عمر comes. Here the subject is عمر. Or implied pronoun. It means it is not there in the sentence, but it is told implicitly. When I say وصل متأخرا, وصل متأخرا, he comes late. Of course, in English, we have the pronoun he, but here in this sentence, when I say وصل متأخرا, there is no pronoun in that sentence, but we can guess, or we can discover the pronoun from the sentence itself. The object can be a noun. When I say أكل تفاحة, he ate an apple. تفاحة, or an apple, is the object. Or a pronoun. When I say, for example, أخذته إلى الملعب. أخذته إلى الملعب. I took him to the stadium. So here the pronoun him or who in أخذته is the pronoun or the object of the sentence, right? So here in general, we have in the verbal sentence, we have the verb, the subject, and the object. And of course, we call it a verbal sentence because the sentence starts with a verb. أكل, نام, جاء, وصل, أكل, أخذ. All these are verbs. Possible word order of the verbal sentence. Of course, when I say verbal sentence, it means in Arabic, of course, we can write it in different ways. Look at number 1, for example. We have the verb, the subject, and the object. Verb, subject, and object. The Arabic sentence شرب خالد الحليب. شرب خالد الحليب. Khalid drank the milk. verb, subject, object. Number 2, we have subject, verb, object. خالد شرب الحليب. خالد شرب الحليب. Khalid drank the milk. You can notice that in English the order is the same. We start with the subject, but in Arabic, no. It is possible to change this order. خالد شرب الحليب. Number 3, شربه خالد. خالد شربه. Okay, or شربه خالد. خالد drank it. All right. As a conclusion of this lesson, there are, of course, some differences between English and Arabic language sentence structure. In English, a complete sentence must have a verb, while in Arabic, a sentence can stand in its own without a verb, like that of the nominal sentence, which could cause some problems in translation. The sentence, for example, الولد طويل, the boy is tall. الولد طويل. This sentence could be translated into the boy tall, literally. While the correct translation is the boy is tall. If you want to translate this sentence into English, of course you should or you need the verb to be the boy is tall. Number 2, the different structures in Arabic can be used to express the same sentence structure in English, which can cause translation problems. Here some examples to explain more. Look at number 1, شرب عمر الحليب. If we want to translate this sentence in the same word order in Arabic, we can say drank Umar the milk, which is considered wrong, right? We say Umar drank the milk. Look at number 2 in the middle. We have Umaru shariba al-haliba. By the way, look at number 1. We start the sentence using the verb shariba Umaru al-haliba. Okay? But here we start with the subject Umaru shariba al-haliba. And we can say Umar drank the milk. And it is correct. Number 3. Sharibahu Umaru. Again, if you translate this sentence in the same order as it is in Arabic, you can say drank it Umar, which is considered wrong. The correct one is Umar drank it, or Umar drank it. That's all for today. I hope that you have understood, and if you have any question, you can write it in the comments. Thank you, and see you in the next lesson.
Mm-hmm.